UV, or Sport Utility Velocity, is the newest addition to our fleet, offering an entry-level four-place experimental aircraft. The SUV has several design features differentiating it from the rest of the Velocity line. First, the SUV features one gull-wing entry door on the pilot's side instead of the standard Velocity's two gull-wing doors. The other major difference is the use of dual control yokes instead of the center-mounted control stick found on the other Velocities. The SUV also only uses a fixed gear. We've seen and flown the Velocity XL. Now let's take a ride in the sporty Velocity SUV. Being a lighter, less complicated Velocity, the SUV offers the pilot a snappy, maneuverable aircraft with no compromises on speed, comfort, and safety.
How the pedals work, the first half of travel in the pedal is rudder, second half of travel is both rudder and brake. So you can see here, I can actually get the velocity to turn within its own wingspan. So with a little bit of practice, you can get in and out of tighter areas than you can with a regular steerable nose wheel. All right, power's coming in. Okay, speed starting to pick up, 45, 50, 55, 57, 58, we're off. Okay. Now right now we're about 250 pounds shy of gross weight. We've got two full-size passengers and full fuel on board. You notice we're getting 900 to 1,000 feet off of initial climb rate. And as we get established here, you'll see that come on up to about 1,400 feet per minute. First what we're going to do is we're going to do a little slow flight. I'll show you the closest thing the velocity can get to a stall, since we're already slow from climbing. What I'll do is I'll pull the power back here, get us you notice here on the airspeed indicator, we're at 58, 55 knots, 53, and
okay, I feel a little oil canning here.
What you got here is in the SUV, since we have now installed the vortex generators, we actually have increased the effectiveness of our elevator, and what it's done is it doesn't allow us to get all the way to pitch buck. It gets us right to before pitch buck, and then it goes into this little shake that you see right here.
And you're now got the wheel almost all the way back?
Wheel is all the way back. I've got it. It's full back.
We're not pitching up and falling through like a normal aircraft would.
No, no. You'll notice here also that I can...
You can actually turn?
Turn the airplane while we're doing this. Now, one thing that is that all the canards hold in common is that when you add power in what would be our stalled condition, you notice if you look at the vertical speed indicator there,
so
we go from a nice rate of descent to climb. I still have this yoke, it's full back.
Okay, and now we're climbing. Now we're still at the stall condition.
I still have my yoke full back. And you'll notice we'll go to 1,400 feet per minute, then it'll drop down to about 600 feet per minute, then it'll go back up to 1,400 feet per minute.
And that yoke's all the way back?
This yoke is all the way back. It's not going any further back.
Holy mackerel. So I guess that prevents pilots from getting into a dangerous situation when they abort a landing.
Well, yeah.
And they're in this slow flight configuration to begin with.
Figure you have a novice pilot who's coming in to land, something spooks him, there's something on the runway. They add full power, yank back on the stick, they're already at a slow speed. They're not going to stall and possibly go into a dangerous spin at a low altitude. What they're going to do is, as you see here, they're going to climb. And we climb very well in the closest we can get to a stall condition, a lot better than what you'll find in certified airplanes with a similar size power plant. Now the airplane at slow flight cruise as well as fast cruise is a very much a hands-off airplane.
Hands off, I see.
Yeah, you do not need to always have your hand on the yoke. As you see here, we fly nice and straight. You get the airplane established in a turn, and you can take your hands off the controls, and it'll continue to stay in the turn you have established. And we've been doing this. This is more simulated speed for, say, an approach into landing. So you can see where we pretty much really reduced the pilot's workload. Okay, we're going to do a quick little turn here to the right. Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, was that without the rudder?
That was with rudder. Yeah, that had a little bit of rudder put into it. And we'll zip right back into a left-hand turn.
So it's very snappy.
There we go. Little bump was hitting our own little wake as we came around there.
Probably hit our own wake, right?
That was a good 1.5 G turn. Felt a little more than that though, didn't it?